What's good, y'all? It's another episode of Just Hip Hop. It's your boy C.
It's your boy Buddah.
It's your boy December.
And, if you'd like to sponsor this podcast, as always, holla at us at forthecommission@gmail.com. We got all the social media and shit up. So, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud at For Just Hip Hop. You can check all the episodes out on forthecommission.com/justhip-hop. And we coming to iTunes and soon. I think Spotify got like Spotlight now or some shit.
What?
Yeah, like that's what they doing, like podcasts on Spotify now apparently. So we gonna try to get on that shit too. I heard about that shit on something. I don't know, but we gonna try to get on that shit too, man. We want to get to as many people as possible. Shout out to everybody that's seen the last episode. I see we got a little bit of plays.
Just a little bit.
We got a little bit of plays, but
You said 2 million?
Oh shit, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
We got a little bit. We didn't get 2 million, but it's like substantial amount. 1.8 million. So we out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? So if you like what you're hearing, you feel me? You could always hit us up on for Just Hip Hop or For the Commission, or
Or if you got topic requests, want us to talk about anything, you can just hit up at For Just Hip Hop.
Yeah, For Just Hip Hop on
or just hip hop.
Twitter.
Put it in the comments.
Holler at us on our individual pages. We're gonna have this in all the links and shit. So yeah, man. So it been a lot of shit going on as far as the sexual assault shit. It seems like every week it's a new.
Yeah, it's like a new person comes out. It's like guaranteed now. Like every week, you're like expected to hear like a new name pop up.
Exactly.
And, one of the names I saw that was surprised was Stan Lee, because he's like the Marvel, like he's at the top, like that's Stan Lee. Like you wouldn't think Stan Lee would be, but I guess he's old, so I
guess he old.
I don't want to say like they're all thing, like, but
he's a stereotype of all old guys.
So by default, because he's old, he's sexually assaulting.
Hey, they be at their life.
One
they be at the end of the road. So.
One demographic we already offended.
They be at the end of the road. They be. It's wrong, but yeah, supposedly he was like sexually harassing his like home nurse, like that take care of him. Supposedly, she said.
How did he sexually assaulted the nurse that takes care of him?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't.
That's wild.
I don't know way. I know he got money to buy, but I guess
what?
Yeah. So another name that came up recently was Aziz Ansari. Where he met a woman.
I ain't hear about this shit.
Nah, I heard about it. He met
shit.
a woman and then he took her back, to the house or whatever.
Girl, you wanna come to my hotel?
Nah, he took her to the crib, bro.
So
she don't know that we going back to the crib, back to the crib.
But long story short is, I guess she didn't think that things were gonna go as far as where he wanted them to go.
Thought it was just work.
So I mean, it was just one of those cases where she felt like she was uncomfortable, and obviously the word no was, not thrown around from what I'm hearing. So there's been actually a lot of backlash towards her, not just towards him. But I mean, just as far as sexual assault in general, it's like it's a touchy subject. But it's like if things that happen or you feel like you're in an uncomfortable situation, like just speak on it. Like, don't wait. Like, just speak on it. Like, I don't think it really matters, like, who it is, how popular they are. Like, if things happen, just say something. Like, we at a point where, like, things like that has to be tackled. Like, you have to be able to face these things. And it'll only make other people who are going through it want to speak out as well. So, like, this is something that should not be tolerated, in Hollywood, in the music industry, like, in everyday life. So, that's just my take on it.
I mean, he said everything I was gonna say, but my whole thing with this shit is, and this is my biggest problem with it, is like, we gotta stop making people guilty simply because the court of public opinion has made them guilty. Like, that's my only issue with the whole shit, is like when Nelly got accused, right? all niggas was like, the media went ham on Nelly.
Yeah.
And then when the charges got dropped and he filed his own lawsuit, no media outlets covered that shit.
That's crazy.
And it's just like yo, like y'all messing up people's these are people's lives. Like, don't if a nigga ain't actually out here raping and sexually assaulting women, don't put that on his name.
Or vice versa.
Or a woman ain't out here raping and sexually assaulting men, because it does happen.
To men.
It does happen to men, and I feel like that gets downplayed a lot, so that's a double standard. But if somebody is out here committing heinous sexual acts, like, so we can just get an umbrella for all that shit. If somebody out there doing that shit, bro, all right. But if they ain't out here doing it, don't put it on them. And if you don't know if they're out here doing it, don't put that shit on them, bro. Like, because that's their life, and you can't get it from up under that. It's just like, you know, it's like if niggas see you as a liar, they gonna see you as a liar. If niggas see you as a killer, they gonna see you as a killer. If niggas see you as a rapist, they gonna see you as a rapist. Like, stop making people guilty in the court of public opinion. That's the bad part about social media these days, is because, like, niggas can say whatever about you.
Jump on it. They be so quick, like, without having any answers.
Yep.
It just be up like some he say, she say. So they be like, oh, it must be true then.
Yeah.
He said it.
And that's what anything, like just with Yams Day yesterday, like, people are already saying that Casanova and Tekashi 6ix9ine got into it, and a lot of people on Twitter were saying that he shot him. That didn't happen. He said he wasn't there. Now that part I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm pretty sure he didn't get shot. So,
but 6ix9ine was there.
6ix9ine was definitely. I definitely saw a video of him on stage, but like, he didn't shoot him. Like, and people were running wild with it. Like, I hit the search bar on Twitter, and Casanova was talked about I don't know how many thousands of times, and like the first 5 tweets I saw was saying that he shot him, and I'm just like, that didn't happen. So, you know, but these are people's lives, and before we can just accuse someone of something, or, you know, just feel like, oh, I know that person is guilty, like, let's not jump to that conclusion, because no one's jumping to their defense to clear their name. So you gotta be careful with stuff like that.
Yeah, prime example, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this anyway, because the nigga just got locked up again. Bruh, this nigga Kodak, I don't know if he did what they said that he doing. Free Kodak. I don't know if they doing what they say he doing, but I think this it. I think
he got a lot of charges.
They just put like 7 charges on him.
They raided his house.
Yeah, and I think this it. I don't.
That's it.
I can't see. This nigga done beat a lot of cases, bro. I don't think this it, bro. That nigga told y'all that last time was his 12th time going to jail. Like, so I just don't see it, bro. Like, he got a pending case and he on probation, and then he get locked up for 7 charges after the police raid his house. So even if he get bail, he getting extradited. Even if he get bail, which I don't think they're gonna give him bail. I think they're gonna remand it. Do me a favor, move your finger on the mouse pad. I don't think they're gonna give him bail. I think they're gonna remand it. But if they do give him bail, that's a waste of. I mean, like, some of the charges, like the bail is like $1,000.
Yeah,
they give him bail, bro. Like, it's a waste. It's gonna be a waste of $1,000 because he going right back to jail.
That's sad.
They gone. He just VOP'd. They gon' send his ass to Carolina. I think it's North Carolina. They gonna send his ass to Carolina and to deal with that probation shit.
No, he still got the sexual joint too out.
That's in Carolina. Yeah. That's a case in Carolina, but I think he on probation. He might be on probation in Florida. Whatever the case is, bro. Like, the nigga going to jail.
I think he got a problem.
He a hood nigga,
you think?
Bro. He a hood nigga, bro. Like, And you can
It's sad though.
Look, niggas say it all the time. My girl said that shit this morning. You can take the nigga out the hood. You cannot take the hood out the nigga, bro.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
And that's crazy because he got this like beautiful opportunity.
Yeah.
Crazy opportunity that
He got a
would
gift.
fighting for.
And he got a gift.
And you just let it go like for what? And you seen the videos where they said X was warning him? You seen those videos?
Nah, I ain't seen that.
He was like on a FaceTime call with Kodak telling him like, hey, like you got nigga like you can't be doing that stuff. Like niggas out here to get you. Like you got demons around you. You gotta move different and all that and shit.
Yeah, and the thing was like he just came out last week. And I wouldn't be surprised if somebody dropped a dime on his ass.
That's what I'm saying, because I just randomly get rated. Like,
he came out last week and he was on Instagram and he said, fuck all of these niggas. Like he fuck Coley. Fuck Coley
he was
on
beefing with all these Florida rappers.
And like these is his home. Like these is niggas he came up with. He came up with Coley P and Chew and he came up with all these niggas. Like some of these niggas was in Sniper Gang.
That's crazy.
One of the niggas like, yo, I'm about to sell this Sniper Gang chain real quick. Like, and so you got to know, like, when you bring in like, yo, you can't foster the negative energy. Like, people gonna talk. You gotta let them talk. Like, you know, people say shit about us. Niggas just gonna talk.
I really don't care.
If they ain't sponsoring this podcast,
That's exactly.
You ain't putting money in my pockets, man.
It's GG. It's GG, and that's the thing. But like, I think one of the biggest problems with Kodak is he got a lot of enablers around him, and they not purposely enabling. They don't know no different. They hood niggas too.
Yeah, they think they could just act the same how they was.
They don't know no fucking different.
They just said niggas with money now.
They can act.
They just got money now. That's
they can act the same though, because they not Kodak.
Yeah, like he got a lot of niggas around him that's just fucking enabling. Like
yes.
Yeah, like
want to hit a lick?
Yes. Like, let's go smoke some weed. Like,
how do you rob niggas while you on tour? That's some different shit.
Like I heard him say, like 2 months ago. Was it 2 months ago? Excuse me. I heard him say like 2 months ago. He said, he missed hitting licks. He missed
I remember. I
shooting at
seen that.
He missed this, like being in the streets. And like, it's just, bro, like, you gotta understand he a troubled youth. Like, at the end of the day, like, he came up hard and there's just certain shit he just ain't gonna get rid of, bro. And that street shit is some shit he just not gonna get rid of.
How long you think he gonna go away for?
I think when it's all said and done, he gonna get 10.
Damn.
I think he gonna get 10.
That's gonna be the end of it though. If he get 10.
If he get 10, he can come back. He can come back and be
10
Boosie.
years?
He can come back and be Boosie. Boosie was going for 8.
Damn. I don't know.
He come back and be Boosie.
Times is gonna
I don't
change
care.
hard, nigga.
But
He had
the
the impact as Boosie.
Yeah, did he had the
same
impact that
as
Boosie had before he went to jail? No, he didn't.
10 years is a long time, my nigga.
How many albums Boosie had before he went to jail?
I don't listen to Boosie, so I don't know. Like,
Boosie had 2 albums before he went to jail. 3.
Kodak got what, 2? He got Project Baby 2. Is that?
I mean, if you
album?
count the mixtapes, he got like 6.
I know.
yeah, I mean, but you got to think about just like the whole time Boosie was gone. Like, how many like people was just really listening to Boosie like every day, the same songs every day.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
So this nigga came home. I don't think it's the same for Kodak.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Niggas love Kodak, man.
They do love Kodak.
They love Kodak. And
they love Kodak for 10 years.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
a
like.
long time. Shit
look,
going,
bro,
that's 10
I ain't
years.
gonna lie to you. It's something about a nigga that from the hood, all the odds against him, being able to speak.
Cinderella story.
Yeah, like being able to speak for the hood like Kodak do. I don't know, man. Like,
I don't know, 10 years.
Boosie, look, how
have
long?
3, 4, 5 kids.
How
in
many
10 years span?
How many tapes Boosie come out with?
It's gonna be flying cars.
Nah, I don't.
It's gonna be a lot of shit when he get out.
This nigga tripping.
You got to think there was also really no one there like to really take Boosie place. In the meantime,
Florida seems like it's on a rise now. Like, they got
Florida and New Orleans, like, is on a rise.
Like, they breeding just rappers now.
Look, he had 5 projects before he went away, from 2000 to 2010, and then he was gone until I don't even think he was out when Incarcerated came out. I don't even remember if he was out, but
the irony.
Yeah, I don't even remember if he was out. How long was he gone? He got sentenced to 2 years in prison in 2009. And then he got sentenced again in 2010. I don't know if he was in. He got sentenced to 8 years in 2011. He got, nigga, this list long as a motherfucker.
I mean, Kodak saved.
I don't know how long he was in jail. He was released in 2014, so he went to jail in 2009. So what's that, 5 years?
I guess. I don't know math.
Quick maths.
But all I'm saying is, I don't know, bro. Like, Kodak, man, he got his love for that nigga out, and he go away for 10. If he go away for 10, he gonna do 8. He gonna do 7 or 8, right? Shit, he still be in his 20s when he get out.
Of course, he young as fuck. I forgot he like 20. What?
He 20.
So yeah, if he do it, that's
he still
28.
be in his 20s when he get out. If he
gonna be 28.
If he do 7 or 8, I mean, shit, he get out, he still be in his 20s. You telling me
late 20s?
I mean, that's
late
true.
20s, but you telling me his shit can't go?
I don't know.
I mean, it's gonna be love for him, but it's like, is it that much love for Boosie right now in 2018?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
Is it?
I don't know when the last time I seen Boosie anywhere.
In the streets.
Is it?
In the South. In the hoods of America, nigga. Like, niggas fuck with Boosie.
I don't know. Like, I'm not saying there's no love. I'm just saying a lot of people I know that was listening to Boosie religiously before he went to jail, it ain't the same no more.
INDEP.
Man, that's not the only Boosie song. You niggas kill me.
You gotta say he from New York, so that's the only. Of course, that's the only Boosie song he know.
You know what that mean?
Excuse me. Look, man.
That mean you don't know enough Boosie. That's what that means.
Yeah, that's exactly what that shit mean. I can't find Boosie sales right now. I was looking for his sales.
Ain't nowhere to be found.
Hey, bro, don't
you searching for something that's lost.
Yo, don't be on here disrespecting Boosie, nigga. What the fuck is wrong
I'm
with you, nigga?
disrespecting the 2018 Boosie.
We know Boosie won't be sponsoring this podcast.
Hell no, not what you
Cross
talking
Boosie
like
on the list. So far, we done crossed off Stan Lee and Boosie, who will not be sponsoring this podcast. We got a few more by the end of this podcast that we know probably won't sponsor this podcast.
Nah, it's definitely not Boosie. You're gonna be searching forever.
This nigga, wow, you tripping. Anyway, I'll find it, but
no, he won't.
I'll find it, but my whole thing is I don't know, man. Like I think Kodak can come out and still have a formidable like career.
I mean, but you
Pat did it.
But
who did it?
Pat. Gucci doing it right now.
Gucci different.
Yeah, he a different read.
I'm trying to
Slimmed
tell you, this
down,
nigga Kodak
he got healthy.
different. This nigga Kodak
is he gonna
different.
come out and change? I doubt it. He might even get in a
fight. You gotta
fight.
understand that, like, even with Boosie, with Gucci, like, even with these people, like, they hit that peak of their career,
like, just
before they went to jail. Like, Painting Pictures was amazing, but I still think it was early on in Kodak's career. I don't think he reached that point in his career yet.
That's true.
So I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect when he, for whenever he come out after however many years it is. This
is all assumptions. We don't know. If
it's all assumptions at the end of the day.
Mr. Finesse
I wish him the best. I wish he ain't had to go to jail at all. But I mean, when you commit crimes, that's what happens. Well, when you get caught committing crimes, that's what happens.
Guns, weed.
But I hope he bounced back from the situation. Like, I don't wish bad on anybody, but
free Kodak.
I don't know if he's gonna have that Gucci. Well, I didn't think Gucci would have that Gucci impact he had when he came.
I told niggas
it's a clone, bro.
I told niggas
government cloned him. That's not Gucci.
Man, shut the fuck up.
Is that the real Gucci?
I told niggas. I said, yo,
bro, you can stop searching.
Bro, I'm gonna find this shit.
I don't know why he dedicated to this.
I'm gonna find this shit.
You can tell who a Boozy fan hard.
Yeah, clearly.
You can tell who's really a Boozy fan.
I think they're ready to go into the next topic.
Go
ahead, bro. I'm gonna find this shit. Go ahead. I'm gonna find it.
Promise you he won't.
That's like searching for
I'm
Moses.
find it. And that shit was a double album release, nigga.
Anyways, the next topic.
That niggas assholes, boy. Boosie, I love you, dog. For real, man.
You know, y'all consider Boosie a legend.
I love you, dog. You a legend, dog. Don't fuck what these niggas talking about.
In the South, yeah.
Fuck with these. Nah, you a legend. Hip hop legend. Fuck what these niggas talking about.
Well, another hip hop legend we have is Eminem. I think y'all agree. Regardless if you like his music or not, y'all think he a legend, right?
His music.
He's a legendary rapper.
He's a legendary rapper.
Did y'all listen to his album?
Did we listen to his album?
I didn't.
No.
I don't listen to Eminem, so I didn't listen to his album. I'm just saying that. So my shit gonna be
I'm
biased probably.
gonna keep it real, bro. The last Eminem album I heard was Relapse.
I didn't listen to that.
I think that was the last one I heard.
Garbage. Straight trash.
Well, just like you, I think a lot of people agreed with his last project. I think majority of people said it was trash and they didn't like it. I don't know why. I didn't listen to it, but I know he had features like Beyonce, I think Kalani,
Pink.
and other Pink. Yeah, Pink on there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he went in a. Okay,
Super
he was trying to
pop.
go commercial or whatever he was trying to do.
He's been doing that for the last I don't know how many for the last 3 albums.
Pink, phenomenal singer though. Like
Pink is the shit.
Boy, she got a soulful voice. I tell you that much.
Pink can sing, bruh. Look, and this ain't a knock to these artists because like they great artists. It's just that in our culture we want to hear hip hop albums, bro. This is the same reason I had a problem with the XXXTentacion shit. And we're gonna talk about this motherfucker in a second. But yes. That's the same reason I had a problem with the XXXTentacion record. Was that it's not a hip hop album. Yeah. Like, don't put it on rap charts. The nigga ain't rapping most like 90% of the album. And like, so Eminem, bro, like Eminem a legend, bro. Like, we want to hear rap records.
Some Toy Soldier.
Some, bro. Some other than what the fuck he been giving us.
Once again, he's showing he's from New York.
I think Charlamagne and Joe Budden.
No Eminem songs either.
I don't listen to. I already told y'all.
Hey man, I mean, I don't. 99% of the music that I listen to, I have to relate to.
I don't relate to niggas.
I can't relate
slitting
to
wrists and cutting bitches up, throwing them in closets and all that, lubricating assholes. I don't know what he be on. I don't be on that. That's not in my mind. At.
It's just not for
mind
me.
in a whole new place. Sticking broom up the uterus, like you know, like. But yeah, Charlamagne and Joe Budden. I think they did a worst best year.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden was like kind of agreeing with Charlamagne that Eminem was trash, right?
It wasn't even that. It was they talked about the track list on Everyday Struggle.
Oh, Everyday Struggle. I didn't know if it was which one, but I think both of them. Both of them on them shows he dissed Eminem.
Yeah. He ain't diss him. He gave
his
opinion.
He gave his opinion. Okay, he gave his opinion.
He gave his opinion.
And then they said Eminem's like
the
verse on Chlorosective was diss to everybody who did a reaction video or review on his album and said it was trash. Do you agree? Do you think that's a reach or no? He did have a line.
It sounded like he talking about Joe Budden.
Was he talking about Joe Budden or
that's
DJ
what it sounded
Academics?
like. It sounded like he was talking about Joe Budden and DJ Academics.
So yeah.
He said he was talking about like your what did he say? Your broad from Hooters. What the fuck he say? Some shit. Your bitch from Hooters or something. Like basically saying like Joe Budden be messing with all these like vain ass, model bitches.
See, I mean, it's kind of really hard to tell.
I just know he had one line where he's like, y'all sit and do y'all reactions and
y'all
reviews.
sit your reactions. Y'all ain't even listen to it. Y'all just judging off the track list or whatever.
Basically
the fuck he said.
Because I mean, Eminem says so much shit for shock value that I don't know if the line about a Hooters girl was a reference to Joe Budden or not. Like that Hooters girl rhymed with 90% of the words within like that 4 bars.
I promise he was talking about Joe Budden.
I mean, he might have been, but I mean, like you never really know with Eminem. Like a lot of shit he say just to say it because he think it sound cool, but I don't know. A lot of times it just sound like he rhyming just to rhyme, and his like the amount of syllables and like the patterns that he uses is crazy. But it's like for me, you got to say something.
That's a fact. That's a
and
fact.
his verse was equivalent to Fresher's verse to me because I didn't understand a word he said.
Bro, let's just talk about the song in general. That
the song
shit
in general,
garbage.
2 Chainz
like 2
once
Chainz
again
verse.
proved that he can hang on the track with anyone.
Boy, 2 Chainz had the best shit on that shit, bro.
Bro, I mean, it really could have just been a 2 Chainz verse, and we could have just ended it there. He could have just spit that verse. The next time he went and did like, you know, LA Leakers or some shit, and you know,
like that.
I'd have been like, hey, that nigga fire, bro.
Damn, I'm tired of shit.
You know,
it's crazy. My question to y'all, right? So after the whole Eminem thing, I think his boy Bizarre, right, from D12.
Yeah.
And 50 Cent was coming at Joe Budden like, yo, you shouldn't have did that. Why did you say that? Because you signed to him. I think Joe Budden signed to Eminem.
Yeah.
It was
He signed Shady Records. Yeah.
So now it's like, is it wrong for Joe Budden to speak on like Eminem's track? Like say it was like, did he have to say it like that, or could he word it different and be like, I wasn't feeling that? Like why? Like
it don't matter how he would have worded it.
Would you do that? If one of us like had an album and it was garbage, would you get on like live like on YouTube?
Nope.
So is Joe Budden wrong for that? That's what I'm like. Cause you signed to the man.
Like,
is he wrong for saying it like that? Like should he said it was different or just said nothing at all and was like it's whatever?
See, I guess it's different for us.
Like where the loyalty at, my nigga?
I don't see it's a little different. It's a little different for us, I guess, because we're you know, like we're a lot closer. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure I know Eminem and Joe Budden are close, but it's like
I think that's
we have we're really just at the start of our careers together, and we're figuring out a lot of shit together. So a lot of times we're around each other making this music. So if I feel like your shit trash,
Well, you gonna say that on like
I'm not gonna let you put it out without you knowing it that I don't like it first. So to talk about it in public, nah, I wouldn't. I would not talk about it in public.
I wouldn't talk about it in public. And when you put it like that, when you said it,
that's why Bizarre and 50 was going like
I never had
it was
thought
good,
of it,
bro.
When you said it like that, when you said, "Would you go do that shit?" I wouldn't, bro. Because I've done like there have been records that I've told certain niggas in our crew like, nah. But when they come out,
closed doors. Though.
Yeah, but that's behind closed. But when they come out, I boost that shit up. I'm like, yo,
that's what you.
I'll be like, yo, bro, I got a record right now. That shit fire. Like, and I might never listen to it.
I don't know if I do that.
I do that.
I think I started to, but I think now, like, and I ain't gonna lie, don't read into this too much for whoever listening. But now, I just like I'm definitely gonna share it. But I mean, 99% of the time, like. The person knows I wasn't really feeling that record to begin with. But I mean, my thing is just like, when you know how you give somebody advice and you got to give them that disclaimer, like just in case, well, it's just me. Now, I don't, who am I? I don't know what I'm talking about. Just in case you fuck their life up. That's how I am with people's songs. I be like, hey, I don't really like it, but hey, just because it ain't for me, don't mean that ain't nobody going to listen to it.
But see, that's what I be on. That's what I be on. So I tell niggas in a heartbeat, when they doing a record, I don't like that shit. But when we out and about, that's the best shit in the world.
But I think
that's the best shit in the world.
If someone was to ask me, like, if I was in an interview, like, if someone was to ask me, yo, like, so how you feel about that new C album? If I wasn't really feeling it, C gonna know. But if I really gotta answer the question and I'm not gonna duck out of it, I'm not gonna shit on it.
But did he shit on it? See, that's my problem.
He was saying it was garbage.
Did he shit on it?
On the worst best year shit.
Yeah, on the worst best year shit.
He was saying it was
garbage. He agreed that
Eminem
had a garbage year.
A garbage year, that it was garbage.
Yeah, he agreed to that. So
that's what it was like, damn, were you signed?
He wasn't like, it's not like he wasn't completely going in on like, yeah, that shit was trash. It's the worst thing I ever fucking heard. Why you do that, Eminem? Like he wasn't on that level. But I do think it's okay, like in a respectful manner. I don't see much of a problem with saying, I wasn't really feeling that record.
Like worded it different.
Yeah, like it's in how you word it, but at the same time, it's like it's Joe Budden. So Joe Budden, like he doesn't. But Joe Budden's not gonna be biased.
That's what
he's not gonna be biased.
Somebody said it was like, how you say that to a nigga that revived your career?
I tell you what,
that shit was.
I tell you what.
Did he revive his career?
That's what I was about to say too. Like. Did he really? Because
we still only know Joe Budden for Pump It Up.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Like
phenomenal lyricist, but we still only really know Joe Budden.
Yeah, and
for
I
Pump
listen.
It Up.
And I listen to
some of his.
I listened to Padded Room, and I listened to what was it, The Great Escape. or whatever the fuck it was
I listened to
called.
Quarter on the Loose.
Nigga, we've listened to Joe Budden projects.
Actually, like Quarter on the Loose.
I listened to Slaughterhouse, the first album, the mixtape. Like I listened to a couple of the mood musics. Like, so I ain't gonna front like Budden ain't nice, but Revive career.
Revive his career. Like,
it was a YouTube comment. You know how the YouTube comment.
No. Somebody, Bizarre said this shit, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it Bizarre?
He said something like that.
I mean, if Eminem really just got the power to be reviving careers, then
He revive your own, nigga.
that's what I'm saying.
Revive your own career, nigga.
Shit, he ain't revived your career, and you going hard for this nigga.
Nigga,
Like,
Eminem. Put it like,
I get it. Like,
put it like this. Eminem. This how you know the album didn't hit like it was supposed to. Eminem had the blockbuster fucking moment with the BET Cypher. The album only sold 290. Now look, peep this. If you Logic, 290 is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But if you Eminem and your last album just sold 750 first week, what does that say? And you dropped the 290, you dropped the less than half?
Numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie.
We talking about the highest selling hip hop artist of all time, and your shit dropped to 290. That's fantastic for, that's great.
That's great for anybody that's not. Yeah, that's great for anybody that's not Cole, Kendrick, Drake, Eminem,
Jay, Kanye.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Nah, at this point, that's fantastic for Kanye.
290, like, bro. Listen, man. Number one, M need to be mad at itself. But at the same time, when you said it like that, it put it in perspective because
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
It's like
I wouldn't
loyalty.
do what Joe did.
Yeah, it's
loyalty.
Like at this point, it's like
I don't care if you signing me. If I'm signing you my nigga. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing
That's
that
why
shit.
50 and Bizarre was mad.
It's niggas that's I'm cool with that we ain't crew. We cool. And y'all know some of them niggas like.
And we don't do that shit.
I don't do that shit with them. And they ain't my niggas. Like, they my niggas, but they don't be at the crib with me like y'all niggas do every day. And I don't. No, I ain't saying
that was kind of whack
trash.
on Joe's part.
Yeah, that shit was kind of. Thinking about it now, I'm like, yo, I wouldn't do that shit. That shit lame
but
as hell.
I feel like the only reason why I can kind of excuse it because Joe is now in his media point, and it would look pretty bad if he out here giving his honest opinion on everything, and then somebody asked him about Eminem, and then he not feeling it, and then he got to lie and say he did, or he got to duck the question.
I hear that.
And knowing Joe Budden, as honest as he is, he wasn't gonna duck the question.
I hear that.
So I understand. I definitely understand. Now it's different if he wasn't in this media position and he was doing an interview or something, and then they asked him how he felt about it, and he was like, "No, that shit was garbage." I'd be like, "All right, you can't be doing that." But he's now in this media position. It's like it happens. Like it happens.
And he feel like he got to be unbiased.
And it's just like, I mean, look at it. Look at how many people off camera that Charlamagne is cool with. And when some shit come out that he don't like or some shit happen, this nigga give DJ Envy Donkey of the Day like it's nothing, nigga.
And that nigga sitting across from him.
And that nigga be sitting across from him. So
I hear that.
I get that part.
I hear that.
So
I think both ways, bro. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like it's different. Like if Joe Budden didn't wear that media hat,
if he was still rapping, he did that shit.
That niggas would be hot. Like
Yeah.
I will respect it. Like I will respect why people would be so mad about it. But he's in a media position.
But the song trash.
Yeah, no, that song. Oh my god, like those three people sound like they should not have been on the song. Yeah,
sound like they need some chloroseptic.
I think I'd rather hear a song from like Lil Yachty, Kirk Franklin, and like Anita Baker or some shit.
That would
like,
even sound right.
Fresher, 2 Chainz, and Eminem didn't sound right.
I have no idea what Fresher said on that record.
What?
I have no clue.
I was in
Fresher sound like Designer and who
they said they sound like Busta Rhymes and Designer.
Busta Rhymes and Designer. That's what he sound like.
Mouth.
I could hear what I could hear what he was saying on the hook, and then he got to the verse, and I said,
"It's perfectly clean."
He got to the verse, and that nigga put a pack of Big League chew in his mouth and was trying to rap with
Pop Rocks.
We trying to rap with Pop Rocks in his mouth.
He did the cinnamon challenge. I'm gonna rap this verse.
I'm gonna rap this shit.
Boy, but
now look, bro. I want to go back to this XXX.
Fresher won't be sponsoring this podcast.
He will definitely not. I want to go back to this XXX Tentacion shit. He won't be sponsoring this shit neither.
Doubt it.
I think that nigga's crazy. I'm gonna tell you why.
Crazy.
I think X is crazy, but I'm gonna tell you, I think he's crazy, but I also think he's delusional. He was on the chat with academics. Shout out to academics. He was on a chat with academics like 2-3 days ago, and academics compared him, like, the way he thinks about basically like going against the societal norm and like inciting like his fans to like rise up against like the standards set by the culture or whatever, and just kind of like basically being revolutionary. Like he's first off, he said he doesn't want to be called a revolutionary because he claims like he's not what he's doing isn't revolutionary. If he wanted to incite riots and shit like that, he could. I think it's fucked up that that's what he associates being a revolutionary with. But
Riots?
But whatever, we'll bypass that. The problem that I had with that is he compared him to Tupac in that
Wrongfully so.
But I can understand where the comparison came from. But he compared him to Tupac in that he was going against, cultural norms and societal norms and shit. And before he could get out why he made the comparison, X says, yo, shut the fuck up. Don't even, please don't compare me to Tupac. I'm so much better than that nigga. Now, I really think XXXTentacion is fucking delusional. He was like, yo, Tupac couldn't make rock music. And I just was like, that's your bar for who the hell is that?
Probably died.
Yeah.
I heard somebody coming down the steps too.
Who that is? Yo, say what's up to the people real quick. All right, man, and get your ass out the way, man.
Freshman book bag and
I
shit.
say what's up. This motherfucker gonna put his fucking hands in the way and shit. Yo,
and then come back and stand.
Nigga. You stepping all on the damn cords and shit. You already did, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Dot won't be sponsoring this podcast.
But yeah, I think that nigga delusional, man. I mean, what y'all think? You gotta watch the whole shit to kind of.
No, I don't.
All right, well, to kind of get the feel of what he was going for, and it's you need to watch the whole thing. But what do y'all think about that? Him saying,
it just reminded me of the Lil Yachty with the whole Biggie shit. When he said he was better than Biggie. I don't know. I feel like X is on some fake woke. I don't know what he's trying to be. I don't know if he want to be woke or he just want to be a normal regular kid. I'm confused on which one he want to be, because he be on you got a YouTube channel, you playing video games. So it's but then you over here you want to be woke and just sound like you the guy for all the answers, and I don't know what he is. He's just weird.
I don't know what the fuck they put in these niggas Molly water or lean or whatever the fuck they doing.
I don't know.
But these niggas is out they fucking minds.
What is his goal? What does he want to accomplish?
Bro, a lot of these niggas, bro, and me and B was talking about this shit. Me and B was talking about this shit yesterday. A lot of these niggas, bro, get that little bit of clout, and then they think oh, I got clout, I'm that nigga. People fuck with me. Now understanding that these niggas are gonna find these little white kids gonna find some other shit to listen to tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like these little white kids that's buying your records, because I'm sure some black people out there
You got them black whites.
Like,
but
people
but
attention spans is ridiculously short.
Short.
So
Short
one day it's finna be, oh, Lil Yachty dreads look like Cheetos. Oh, that shit is so cool. The next day is, oh, XXX ain't got no fucking eyebrows. And the next day is, you saw Tekashi hair, bro. That shit glow in the dark.
Yeah,
like,
that shit do.
Bro,
I'm about to do that.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So, like, people attention spans is so short, and it's like, you haven't really done anything to show us that you can consistently be relevant.
That you can consistently have this quote unquote influence that you have over this said demographic. Like,
yeah, he's just talking.
Like, you really, like, you have no, like, when you listen to the interview, he's saying, like, I could do this and I have this influence over people and, like, I can make people riot and I can, like.
And why aren't you doing anything with it, though?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
he's
like, I'm trying to change people's perception and this, that, and the third. I'm like, how are you trying to change people's perception of like, just like life in general and like the world around us? And then I hear records like Look at Me and fucking even the joint he did with Kodak, Rolling Peas. Okay, like I'm hearing these records, and then his excuse for those records is like, oh, I gotta talk about that type of shit to keep up with niggas like Lil Uzi and shit. And
it's like, what are you really trying?
So what are you trying to do?
Because this nigga's like David Banner, that don't give a fuck about that.
He's
just going to talk about what he want to talk about.
Exactly. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Keeping up with nobody. They gonna,
nigga, Tupac can't give a fuck about that shit.
So it's like, are you really in it, or are you just?
Promise you, Tupac was not trying to keep up with Coolio, my nigga.
Tupac sold 10 albums after he died, nigga. 10. So like, how could you, like, I read yesterday that it's still 100 Tupac songs that ain't came out yet.
Damn. What the fuck?
So it's like, what is the bar that we're setting where these young niggas think that they better than people whose careers they can't even fathom? Mm-mm. Like, they can't fathom being that successful.
And he only dropped one album, X.
Only one.
Yeah.
And it ain't crazy. It ain't sell 100K. Album ain't sell 100K.
He talking crazy.
Like, Jeezy shit just sold 72 first week. X only sold 6 more than him. I mean, 14 more than him.
And they were just telling Jeezy that he was irrelevant.
That's what I'm saying. So is Jeezy irrelevant?
Because, I mean, that in fact makes
X irrelevant.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
If he just sold 14 more and that's it, ain't X irrelevant too? Mm. But then they say that Ross album was very successful. They sold 86 out the gate. That's the same that X sold. So which one is it? Is niggas irrelevant or is niggas hot?
That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, you can be relevant.
Numbers don't mean shit.
You can be quote unquote relevant all you want. That don't mean niggas gonna buy your music.
Numbers don't mean shit.
I just want to see this power he got. If he doing powers, he should be out here doing ralies, putting his money into like certain organizations.
He's not really about that shit,
if
bro.
If he really trying to change something.
It sound
really
good.
It sound hot.
He's talking hot.
It sound hot, but that's like, and that's my problem with like all of this shit is like, yo, these niggas is very, very delusional when it comes to like who they are as artists. And like me and B was talking about this shit yesterday. It's like, yo, you look at the artist that, nigga, you don't know we recording? This motherfucker here, bro.
Someone's digging for that water.
That shit was not trying to come out the top.
This motherfucker here. Anyway, so it's like, yo. It's like, yo.
Boy,
I was talking to B. I was talking to B the other day, and I was like, yo, what's like? How is it that these niggas think that they're gonna be relevant next year? Because they got singles on Billboard, because they almost sold 100K. How does it that they think they're gonna be relevant? Because Fetty Wap went platinum and his ass ain't relevant.
Yeah,
he had 5 singles in the 100 and his ass ain't relevant.
I don't know what happened.
So if Fetty couldn't make it, and he way more talented than these niggas.
1738.
Shit, like, and so me and B was talking about this shit. It was like, yo, like, what changed? What's different between niggas like Tekashi, Fetty, Trinidad James, fucking Uzi? Like, what's different from them and like a nigga like Nas or Jay or Kanye? Like, what's keeping them around?
What's keeping them around? I think it's their content, like what they talked about. I don't think they was just going for the moment. I think they was going for, like, they were trying to make shit that lasts like forever. They wasn't just making shit because it was like hot. I think they was making shit like seeing like they wasn't just seeing 20 or whatever year they came out. Like they wasn't seeing just 1996 just that year. Like they was just seeing like I want this shit to last forever, not just this is gonna be a summer song.
And see, that's what I was saying. I was like, is it the talent? Because to be completely honest, there were artists that were just as talented as Nas. Why they ain't relevant?
They ain't have the gifts. They ain't speak about something.
Oh, of course they did.
Of
course they did.
Yeah, I think it was just, the ability to brand yourself. Like, when people can recognize who you are as a person and what you, associate with yourself with, like, you're more out there. Like, you look at somebody like Snoop. Like, a lot of people, on a negative side say, oh, he can't rap. Everything is ABC rap. He sound like Dr. Seuss on a beat. You can say what you want, but I don't think there's no hip hop artist more popular than Snoop in the world.
It's not.
Because of his ability to brand itself. You see him in movies or TV shows. Like, he's like the most popular rapper that's known for like smoking weed.
Gap.
Yeah, like
Gap, nigga.
Like, he's coached. He coaches football.
How many little white boys wear Gap?
Like,
It's a lot.
Gap, nigga.
So, he coached football, and there's so many NFL players, like, who were once coached by him. Like, he's in, like, every realm you can possibly think of. Is he the most talented? Was he the most talented?
Fuck no.
Of all these West Coast
Fuck
artists?
no.
No.
Fuck no.
Not even close.
And that's what I'm saying, like, because if you listen to Snoop's content, there's little to no difference between Snoop's content and Wiz's content now. Little to no difference. Like, smoke weed, fuck bitches.
Smoke weed and fuck bitches.
Chill with the homies.
While smoking weed and fucking
that's
bitches.
It. That's really it. So, like, can we say it's the content?
No.
Because his content ain't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Snoop a legend. Snoop got some bangers.
So if you hear this, please sponsor this podcast.
Yeah, please sponsor
Make America crip again.
Like, Snoop got some bangers.
Yeah, make this podcast crip again.
Snoop got some bangers, man. Like, so, but talent wise, like, and content wise, is his content on the same level? Like, was his content on the same level as I don't know no West Coast artists from then that had the same? Oh, Ice Cube. Is his content on the same levels as Ice Cube's? Because when his last record came out, that shit ain't go wood.
Yeah. So
He said it went wood.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
like is his content
as good as Ice
As good
Cube
as Ice
or
Cube?
Pac
or Pop?
no, but it was his ability, to brand himself. You say the same, you say the same about Jay-Z. You say the same about 50 Cent. I think there was definitely people making better music than 50 Cent.
Fuck yeah.
During the time that he was relevant. Wasn't nobody marketing music.
I don't know, bro.
Or marketing themselves. Now, I mean, he
Anything
had
better than the Massacre.
He had about a solid year, maybe 2
Nothing
years.
was better than the Massacre, my nigga. Nothing was better than the
So,
Massacre.
and it's weird because like when a lot of times we get the Drake Jay-Z comparison, but as far as like that pop side of Drake, you can compare like some of the run he's had to what 50 Cent had with all the pop songs he had.
Yeah.
When you look and you see, Hotline Bling and all these other songs taking off, just like Candy Shop and in the club.
Money. I
and
get money.
yeah, like So, you know, it's just one of those things, but, you know, that's all in branding yourself. So a lot of these newer artists brand themselves off of shit that's relevant right now. That
gimmicks.
A couple months from now, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about.
Look, bro, it's colored hair right now, right? We don't know what the fuck it's gonna be 6 months from now.
Yeah. Now the thing is, your ability to brand yourself, you know, the things that you do, like if you can make that last forever, or you know, for a few years or whatever the case, instead of a few months, then you've done something.
If you got a signature fade with a part,
yeah, like
and
Nas
you
has
keep
had
your
his
hairline that long, shit, you good money.
Exactly. But
you good money.
It's only so like but for so long that like colored hair is gonna keep niggas' attention.
Yeah, like.
So we better get it in while it's hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Color hair game. What's up?
And then when you change it, you look crazy. Just like with designer.
Oh, this shit about to die, by the way. Yeah.
Everybody felt like designer, you know, his gimmick of running around, us not understanding a word he's saying in interviews.
They thought that was him.
Like
they thought that was him.
And then he talking regular now. Why? Because don't nobody give a fuck about that shit
English now. All of a sudden, he can speak perfect English. And before, when he was in interviews, he couldn't say a sentence, like a real sentence. Like everything he was saying was, yeah, like everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like every fucking sentence. All of a sudden, now he speak perfect.
It would sound like a Young Thug ad-lib track, but
basically. I mean, I think it's a combination. I think it's the content and it's branding yourself. And it's branding yourself. Look, a gimmick, bro. If you brand yourself with a gimmick, if you brand yourself behind humor and you're not a comedian, that shit gonna fade, bro.
Exactly. You might get an occasional time where niggas be, oh, remember back when XYZ happened? Like, remember back when MC Hammer had the Hammerpants? Yeah, but we ain't finna wear them shit.
And that's
so
really
every once in a while we finna recognize that shit happened. But
and all of these niggas is running around with Hammerpants on their head. That's
not consistency.
Running around with Hammerpants on their head. That's basically what it is.
Yes.
And it's just like, yo, like,
I think we found a title for this podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hammerpants on their head. Yeah, we rocking with that. But yeah, man, like these niggas don't really realize that, and because there is no artist development and labels no more, and there is no section where you know, we have like management that can explain to these niggas like, yo, like it's better that we brand you around your content. Like it's better that we brand you like a TLC was branded around their content. You understand what I'm saying? Like Jay was branded around his content. So on Reasonable Doubt, on the cover you see him dressed like he in the mafia. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and on In My Lifetime, he was trying to be a little more commercial. So you see him just dressed like a fresh ass hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you see him go through these different changes, right? You see him look on American Gangster, look like he could have been Nicky Barnes or Frank Lucas or Bumpy Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Like you see him dressed like that, and so like this is the motherfucker here, bro. And so you see him like dressed like he could have, like you see him branding himself around the content. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You see him brand himself around the content and the topics that he touch on just in everyday life.
That's a fact.
What the fuck do rainbow hair have to do with the stiffy young? What the fuck that shit got to do with anything? What, like, really, like, truthfully,
that shit is,
what the hell do red hair?
Shit is counterproductive.
What the fuck do red hair have to do with? Hello, who gonna want to be my sunshine? Like, what the fuck that shit got to do with anything?
Nah, it's like you said, it's just for the attention.
It's just for the attention.
Exactly, and that attention goes away. And what's making it worse is major labels are
Fetty Wap got red hair now too.
Yeah.
He did that song with Tekashi. That's why.
Yeah, he did that song with Tekashi. He said, "I gotta color my
this
shit."
Is hot.
Yeah, but
I got to color my shit.
But major labels are throwing money at these artists, and then they move on to the next artist, you know, before they, you know, as they realize that they're starting to lose money from trying to push this artist, and that trend has died. But you know, I think that kind of leads us to the next topic of, you know,
Little Pump.
Yeah, Lil Pump.
That's finesse the system.
Finesse the system. I don't know if it was on purpose.
I think it was because he was 17 when he signed the contract.
Deal, it was,
so he needed a parent at the time. And they I don't know why they didn't know that.
He can't sign it. I'm gonna tell you why they didn't know that.
Them niggas is dumb.
I was just about to say they not it's not like they not hiring.
It was Atlantic?
It was Warner.
Warner. Oh.
They not hiring Harvard graduates at Warner anymore, nigga. Like,
how do you miss that?
Like, dog, they just try, but they so eager for the bag, nigga. Like, they so eager for the bag now that they making mistakes like that. If I'm him, I ain't signing.
Nah, I think he said he's going for 8 to 12 or 2 to 3 million. That's how much he's going for. I don't know who's gonna pick him up or he's just gonna stay independent.
To be honest,
he boosting. Ain't nobody paying him that.
I think that somebody said Gucci Mane was interested.
Gucci ain't paying him that.
If I'm him, I'm taking. Well, I mean, he might have ran through that advance money already. I don't know a situation.
But he getting all the money now.
Warner gave him I think his advance with Warner was like $500K or some shit.
I thought it was like
he gets all his royalties. It was something,
Gang
and his album. So
so
he owned his masters now.
So he definitely getting money.
Yeah. If I'm him, I'd take that money and invest in myself. Fuck a label.
That's what I
you got all this attention, and I guarantee 99% of your fans ain't know you were signed to Warner.
Hell no. If it's me, I ain't signing. I ain't signing.
At this point, ain't nothing Warner can do for you that you can't do for yourself.
The only way I'm signing is if I can get a heavy advance and a low album deal. If somebody willing to give him.
They got to give him above $1 million.
If somebody willing to give him 4 or 5 for like 5 albums, I'm not taking that. But if they giving him 5 for 3,
that's like
I'm taking that.
That's quick money.
If they're giving him 5 for 3 and they want the rights to whatever this last album was, then that ain't but 2 albums. So if it's me, I'm saying, okay, look, I'm gonna give you the rights to Lil Pump.
Yeah. And
then I gonna give you 2 more albums. I need $5 million. That's what I'm doing. And then I'm dropping the 2 albums within the next year and a half. Because you can't think like this nigga freestyling half of this shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The chorus is Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci. Like that's the fucking chorus.
On a new chain.
Like that's the chorus.
He
ain't writing this shit. I'm putting 2 albums out in the next year and a half. And touring like a motherfucker.
That's what he should do. He shouldn't sign. I don't think he should sign. He should stay independent.
The next shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't sign.
When are you gonna have a chance?
The next song finna be about a Ferragamo belt, nigga. Like
that's what I'm
Ferragamo.
Song, nigga.
And when will you ever have the chance again to own all your shit?
Look, that's what I'm saying. If he getting in another deal, right? I'm saying, yo, I need this advance. And I need these royalties, and I only want a 3 album deal.
That's a fact.
Because you gonna run through 3 albums. If we sitting in here freestyling half the fucking songs,
we be on what else 19 by now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and we got access to every producer. Oh, nigga, yeah, talking about he need to get Pierre Bourne to do the Ayo Pierre. You want to come out here like 20 times?
Full album with Pierre,
and just the whole album with Pierre, nigga. Pierre, Metro. Sunny Digital, like he just need to get all like the dope ass down south bounce producers and go wild with that shit, bro. Like, and get all the features because he gonna have the money for it. You get the advance, you gonna have the money for it. Mm-hmm. So do it, nigga. Shit. That's what I'm doing, but he not gonna do that.
Nah, he gonna listen to whoever his manager is.
Yeah. His manager's gonna take whatever deal they get.
See, that's gonna be foul.
Which leads us to the next shit. Bruh, this nigga Lil Uzi Vert sound bitter as fuck.
Oh yeah, he said
But I said that shit, didn't I? I said, watch.
Yeah, he got.
It's raps with Lil Uzi after this album. I said that shit.
I don't know what got him so butthurt, but he was
I know
like,
what got him butthurt.
don't sign to no major and don't sign to no DJ when he signed to DJ self, right?
He signed to Drama and Cannon.
Drama and Cannon.
I know what got him butthurt.
What?
He did all them shows.
Was he getting no bread?
He made all them. He did all them shows.
It was definitely.
He did 100K first week. 100 and what did he do first week? 105 or some shit. He did 100K first week. Right? Ain't see no bread from it. I don't really care. Yeah, that shit went
I think that's probably really what got him.
That shit went platinum.
Not
that shit
getting that.
Yeah, that shit went platinum, right? And the little bit of money that it made, nigga, Drama put that shit in his pocket. Drama put that shit in his pocket. Drama, look. Drama and Cannon took that shit.
The Cannon.
They took that shit. Nigga, Uzi Vert said he made 900K from that song.
So how much did they make then?
They took that shit and said, I don't really care if you cry.
Exactly.
Birdman hand rubbed.
Hand rubbed it. Look.
Should have read the contract, baby.
No, like a lot of these contracts, these niggas ain't getting but like 15% of their royalties.
You signed the two niggas. They signed to somebody else.
Yeah, I was about to say who
they signed to
Atlantic.
Atlantic, right?
Atlantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. They signed to Atlantic.
So his shit just getting
That's only we're gonna talk about Atlantic every week.
Oh yeah. Every week we talking about Atlantic, nigga. Like, but that bro, like, and I keep saying, bro, like, a lot of these niggas is so hungry for that bag. Like, to be completely honest, like, if he had waited, if he had let his shit pop and waited,
which is crazy because
but he would have never got the opportunity because, to be honest, nigga, he was just playing on diamond cut mixes in Philly for real. You know, so he would have never got the opportunity to be on a platform that big, not as fast as he did.
Yeah, so you know,
shout out to DJ Diamond Cuts.
Yeah, but that leads us to you know, so he was heard about that on Twitter. Drama said something back to him.
He did?
Yeah, he definitely was like, well, you know, like along the lines of like, you know, we can air everything out and, you know, can really see, you know, like what really happened. So, which basically sounds like to me, well, you know, according to your contract, you know, we just did what the fuck was in the contract. That's what it sounded like to me. But Rich the Kid stepped in and said, see, this why you should have signed to Rich Forever.
This nigga said, I ain't signing for no 20 racks, boy.
He said, boss is going to do boss shit. He said, son, I forgot what he said after that.
Yeah,
look,
like.
This is the thing, bro. This is the thing.
But
Uzi, had you signed for 20 racks
to Rich the Kid,
you'd have been fucking caked up right now, nigga.
Rich Forever.
You've been caked up right now.
You signing a Rich the Kid for 20 racks?
Hell no. Hell no. I ain't signing for. I'm not signing to Rich the Kid for 20 racks. I ain't signing for Rich the Kid for 20 racks unless it's a one album deal.
Dang, I ain't signing Rich the Kid at all.
And I'm gonna tell you why. The only thing that would make me sign to Rich the Kid for 20 racks is I would need a comprehensive marketing plan on how we gonna roll this shit out, because Famous Dex shit looking real skimpy right now.
Yeah, it might be over for him too.
But Famous Dex music ain't good as mine neither. So, but
he won't be sponsoring this podcast.
I mean, shit, we won't be talking about Famous Dex in 6 months anyway. I don't know, but
he won't have the money to sponsor this podcast.
I don't even know. I know one Famous Dex song that shit came out 2 years ago.
Damn. Yeah, he kind of died down.
If I attempted to say a Famous Dex song, it would probably be a Uzi song, so I'm not even gonna do it.
They hoeing you, Dex.
Nah, I just don't listen to him.
But like, yeah, I mean, see, here's the thing. What people don't understand is that advanced shit, that's not your money.
At all. It's an advance for a reason.
It's a loan.
So when you Trinidad James, all three your money, and I can say that because you ain't got the money to sponsor this podcast.
He definitely don't.
Yo, this nigga said I ain't got the money to pay the producers on my album.
Well,
He didn't pay his
so
producers.
no, nigga, he got on Twitter and said I don't have the money to pay these producers. So basically, if you see me, all I got is that for you.
Take that shit up. It was like take that shit up with Def Champ.
Yo, he grimy.
He ain't grimy, he just broke, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a difference. Ain't like he ran off on the plug. Well, I mean, he kind of did, but
Def Jam ran off on his head.
that's what I'm saying. He didn't really run off on a. Normally, when you run off on a plug, you make money off of running off on a plug. He just fucked up the package. That's all that is.
Oh no, we just was loud in this bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm hoping that we gonna be all right when we go to mix.
that shit look like a 9.5.
Hell yeah, nah, that shit clipping definitely. I don't know what I did different this week, but we'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, man, like I really believe like these niggas don't understand the concept. Like I know he don't understand the concept because for him to come on and say I ain't signing for no 20 racks, boy, like you don't even know that like what you signed for is the reason you ain't make no money. Because
they gave you all the money up front.
Exactly, the money they give you up front. Nigga,
Shit
you
better
don't make
hold
no
you
money.
over.
Yeah, you don't get no check till you recoup.
Like, yeah.
Like it's a certain artist in our city in Staten Island. I ain't gonna say his name, but
Oh Lord.
he got an advance, and I think it was for like it wasn't that much. It was like might have been 20.
20,000.
It might have been 20, 30. I mean, the nigga ain't got no buzz like that, but like he got an advance, and boy, I heard that nigga went and bought all type of shit. All type of Ferragamo belts and Gucci belts and shit. See that nigga around the city with custom ass shoes on and shit. Look, bro, hey, till you make some money from music.
And that ain't shit because you think about it, you work minimum wage, you still bringing home more than 20 in a year. So,
Bro, you niggas need to make your album with that advance money. Stop going and buying Ferragamo. Lil Uzi, you sick as hell right now because you spent all that money on hair dye. That's what it is. That's really what it is. You spent all your money on hair dye,
Pearson's,
fucking airbrush jackets, and fucking designer belts, nigga. That's what your problem is. You need to, listen. You need to stop spending your money on all them Michael Jackson jackets, nigga, on them thriller coats. And work on the fucking album, nigga.
That's a fact.
And with that being said, Lil Uzi will not be sponsoring this podcast. Boy, we got a long list of people
who would not be sponsoring this podcast.
Oh yeah, nah, he definitely not sponsoring this shit.
Is that it?
But the hair dye company that
y'all can sponsor this podcast.
Hey, look, we will push that shit like a motherfucker.
Boy.
I promise.
What if they told you gotta wear it though?
Nah. You can put that shit in your head.
I will.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
bro.
he said he sell his soul for $1.
Hey, look, that nigga say he gonna put that coolest monkey hoodie on, nigga.
Boy.
All right, well look, man. It's like this, bro. You got anything you want us to talk about? Hit us up. All over social media.
For Just Hip Hop.
For Just Hip Hop.
Any hate, just go to C page on Facebook.
Nah,
Just
nigga.
hit him up there. Any hate you got towards us.
Drop all the hate.
Yeah, just leave it on him, bro. Don't hit me
At
up.
C434.
Don't drop no hate on my shit.
You drop hate on my shit,
Look,
I'm
bro,
blocking
I got some good ass comebacks for that ass, so don't do that. But look, man, like just check us out on everything, and thanks for tuning in. It's been another episode of Just Hip Hop, and we out.